I'm Faywa, and let's queer up business. Grindr helps deliver over 1 million HIV self-test kits, breaking barriers in LGBTQ plus health. Grindr is marking a major milestone in HIV prevention. The popular LGBTQ plus dating app has now helped distribute more than 1 million HIV self-test kits, thanks to its partnership with the program Together TakeMeHome. Nearly half of those kits were ordered directly through the app. According to Mohan-Soon-dara-raaj, managing director of Grindr for Equality, 1 in 4 of those orders came from first-time testers. He said, quote, "Reaching this milestone is proof that digital access can close real-world health gaps and help challenge that stigma and discrimination that still surrounds sexual health, especially for the LGBTQ plus community," end quote. With more than 15 million users worldwide, Sundararaj says Grindr's platform can deliver not only connection, but life-saving information and tools. Jen Hecht, co-founder of Building Healthy Online Communities, which created Together TakeMeHome, called the achievement a sign of progress amid political uncertainty over HIV funding. You can order a free self-test kit at together.takemehome.org. Now, this one makes my heart smile. Give me back my Grindr account. So, Grindr is helping deliver over 1 million HIV self-test kits, and that's groundbreaking, all right? 1 in 4 first-time testers. I mean, that right there solidifies this story for me. The fact that maybe someone might be afraid to go to Broward House and go get tested out, right? But they feel safe enough to go on their Grindr app and order this kit to do it in the privacy of their own home, right? Yeah. I would think that, once they get the results, they would send them to somewhere locally where they can continue, maybe get treatment, get informed, get educated on what to do next, right? This is fantastic.
It opens up the door for them, and it's really important. That digital part, we're thinking of doing something to reach out digitally with Grindr and that, as far as like geo-fencing, I think it's called, to get our message out that we are offering this testing and that. So it's a big thing.
Prevention 305 does it. I see it. I've seen it on Grindr. So they reach person to person, and just if you want to, get. I'm all for that, and I congratulate Grindr. I just hope they're doing this in the developing world, that they're doing it just not here in the U.S. where we have plenty of options. And, you guys are one of them, and we appreciate it. And everybody here can walk to any, van and get tested anytime outside the bars. But in Latin America, in Africa, in South East Asia, there is not such a
and in the middle of America also.
Yeah,
it's not available
in the U.S. South.
People have no idea about it.
In fact, you go to rural communities, it's not the same, Dino. Like here, you can go to Broward House, you can go to Can Community, you can go to Mayfair Medical. I can go on and on the different places that you can go.
Everybody does it. Everybody does it. But I remember, when I was back, where I grew up. I mean, just the thought about going to get tested for HIV, and I was going through medical school, and I was just like, I was terrified. Terrified. You had to wait 2 weeks to get a result.
Back then.
Back then.
But people don't even want to go into Walgreens or CVS and pick it up. They're afraid. So that's why you say that privacy.
And it's expensive, and it's also really pricey.
I love it. Every time I block somebody on Grindr, that's part of the menu that comes up under settings for free HIV kit. And I smile every time because I'm the target for this. When I first came out, no, seriously, like when I get tested normally now with, whenever I have my regular battery of blood tests that I take, But with the having it sent to your house, and I've had it sent to my house before, is because, as you were saying, in more rural communities, or even not in rural communities, maybe it's a community that everybody knows everybody. Like when you go to some kind of clinic and they know your parents, they know your family, it's like you just don't want to go ask for an HIV test because you may not even be out. And if you're asking for an HIV test, they're like, oh, so he's obviously
you're gay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of privacy issues with that. And I really love, like, when I got my first test kit sent home, it was just like, I can do this on my own without anybody knowing until I am ready. If, whatever happens. And, I probably didn't even have sex for those 6 months, but I was like, let me just you go through all of those things in your mind of like, what would my life be like, and I'm not ready for anybody to know about this until I know it for myself, and I have a few days, so like, you know, I don't have to look for it. So thank you very much, Grindr. And this isn't, it's looking like almost it's something new, but it's not, because I've been seeing it for years on Grindr. So thank you very much. And what a better place, like, to do it than on Grindr, where everybody's up.
Where you're on anyway, right? You know, and the beautiful thing that when it comes to your home, you won't even know that it's a kit. It comes in a very plain white box that doesn't even say anything to do with nothing that you would think medical stuff is in there.
It's also to me what sex positivity looks like, right? Like that is like and Grindr is such a testament to that. That is like to live your life openly and authentically, and to, you know, knowledge of your status, for example, empowers you. And like there's ways that and it also has made me think, you know, Grindr has taken lots of steps for racial discrimination, ethnic discrimination on the app, you know, anti-trans thing. Like it could always do more, and I hope it does more. But it is thinking largely about the community that it serves, and that's an important. If you know, we're paying your bills, so you got to give us something back.
And I think it's also, I mean, I hope there is more of a thought behind this, that there is linked to service, that people because some people will test positive, and
that's the one thing that worries me about
this is the responsible way to do it. You have to link these people to service, or at least guide them.
Well said.
Because
according to them, they do connect you with someone locally to help you, you know, continue with the process.
Oh, that's good to know.
And then just access, you know, medical care soon, because this is crucial, people. That you access medical care as soon as you, or shortly after you get diagnosed, because you know the impact years
and you know
later.
and again, and for others, be proud. I'm having sex.
Right.
Be proud that you're having sex, that somebody wants to stick it to you. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, hey, protect yourself and others. Why not? Always know your status.
It's one of the reasons why I don't grumble as much with their ridiculously high membership prices every month, because they're able to at least give up. I do. You know, look, I got to get out of 10 square miles of living in Homestead, all right?
That part. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.